I just want to take you to
back.
The issue of the elections, I mean the postponement. You talked about, I want to basically talk about the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission. Your party has actually come out to say it has no confidence in him. I mean, it's based, at some point it actually accused INEC and the chairman specifically of taking sides with the opposition. And of course, we have people who are very close to you who have come out to say Jega should resign and be arrested. I mean, a typical example is Chief Edwin Clark. And today, there's a story all over that there's every likelihood that Jega might be removed. The question is this: do you have confidence in Professor Atahiru Jega conducting the 2015 general elections? And are you contemplating any move at all to remove him?
How I wish this is a twin interview that Professor Jega himself had to do with us.
I'm sure he's watching.
I could have asked him to answer the question about whether I have confidence in Jega or not. One thing about politics, leadership generally, anywhere, is that when you're a leader, let us say maybe a governor of a state, been a governor before, you have a number of who support you, but you don't even know what they do or what they say. That person is close to you. Yes, that person supports you. Maybe you're a fan. And you know from your friends and your spouses, some of them may be my fans, some of them are fans of other candidates. I may not even know what they do. Somebody tell me that, look, Mr. President, we've been watching their media adverts and so on, that the messaging from your camp is somehow confusing. There are too many messages that go out. And sometimes I call the people, and more than 80% of those who sponsor these messages, we don't even know. That's why somebody wakes up, they say, 10 reasons why President Jonathan should continue, and another person wakes up and say 1,000 reasons why. You don't even know them. So it's not what somebody says, whether that person is a fan of Jonathan or has been defending Jonathan. It's different from Jonathan.
So what does Jonathan
And if you
say?
ask Jega, Jega will tell you. I appointed members of INEC. INEC is a standing executive body defined by the Constitution. It is Mr. President that appoint every commissioner in INEC, both the national commissioners and the resident electoral commissioners are my appointees. So if I feel that Jega is not good enough, for obvious reasons, then I can, by there are provisions in the Constitution that gives the person who appoints the power to remove. And I've not told anybody that I'm going to remove Jega. I've never said so. So is it, I think some of these things are creation by people from one interest or the other. They are just setting confusion. I've seen the whole thing about the suspension of the rescheduling. I don't want to call suspension because it's always misunderstood. The scheduling of the elections, there are a lot of people who are using that opportunity to misinform Nigerians and create this confusion. That's why the taxi cab told you that the person was confused. Well, if he maybe be listening to the radio in his car and people are talking different things, and sometimes people come on television to say certain things. Some of them are even university professors and are very senior citizens. And they make statements out of so much of ignorance. If a professor is saying something, how do another person say, that is a professor? What the person is saying must be true. But you who knows it, you know that it's just a statement that is very mischievous. Let me give